Monday morning, well, I guess Monday afternoon now. I got here this morning working on this guy. So I got bow housing bolts out. I pulled the intake the other night. My boy did the exhaust manifold. He was here the other night, he did that and a couple other things. So today I'm gonna pull motor mount. I'm gonna pull the motor out basically. Then I'll put the new motor back in. So this is how you do the torque converter bolts. The starter sits here, and then there's a little rubber dust cover shield thing that goes here, and then the starter. But there's a bolt there, you can see it down in there. These have this really cool flashlight, and then I lost it. I don't know what I did with it. There's that one, but the batteries are dead. I had a really nice one. Anyway, it's here somewhere in the shop. So anyway, I was gonna show you guys that bolt, but I just gotta crank the dampener over, put up a socket on that, and then turn it over by hand. Then I'll get the bolts out for the torque converter bolts, and then push it forward to about right in this area. That's where we got the come along, or the winch. And I'll just whoop, and then I'll back the 65 in here, pick up new motor because it's on back of the 65, pick that up and set it in this one, and yeah, and it'll be ready. Then it'll be ready to put back together, and hopefully I have it done today because he really needs his car, and we got a bunch of stuff coming up, so yeah, we should have it done. Shouldn't, I don't know why not, but yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna keep on tearing stuff apart and try to get to it. Took me a second, but I got the motor out. So this has like a clutch. The stud goes in, even though it's an automatic. That's what I was fighting the whole time. What the heck? Lost a bunch of transmission fluid, but whatever. See, right there. That's what I was talking about. Anyway, never did one of these before. Today is the day. So I'll cut this one open, see what this looks like. And so by new, I mean it's used, new to me, used to everybody else. Oh, comes with a new intake. That's cool. Comes with a new intake gasket, and I guess I gotta use that flywheel, flex plate, whatever you guys want to call it. Put that one on. What else? Yeah, just put that one back on. I can get to these pretty easy. I need to swap them out. Water pump looks better than the one that was in there in the car. I pull these studs off just because it's easier to just, the motor mount sits here. So the motor mount sits here, one bolt there, and then comes up like a pedal stool, and then two more come out and sit on this. But I took the studs out because it's just easier than trying to fight that bracket off of there. And so yeah, I'll just do that. They sent a video on how to do this. This one looks different than the one I got. There is a 2-belt pulley on this one. Yeah. So it's a good thing I didn't destroy this one. But you gotta take this off to do that motor, to pull the motor out. But this one, I gotta pull this off, put this one on. I hope it's the same tooth count and all. Apparently I gotta pull the valve cover off and get a plate to line up the camshafts, and then that's how you time these motors, I guess. I don't know. Well, yeah, I do know because I just did a cylinder head on this one. And oh man, it looks like I gotta pull everything off of this motor. I gotta pull this off. Probably this, because I don't know how you take this off. Pull this one off, put it on there. Water pump. See, that one doesn't look too good. It's all rusty. What about on this side? Nothing really on this side. Yeah, you can see that brand new intake or head gasket right there. Wire loom. I did break the crank positioning sensor thing right here, so I might have to order one of those. You got caught down here on the hoses and stuff. But right here. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Whatever. But apparently this just goes something like that. And it counts. The tone ring. I'm gonna have to order one of those. So yeah, let me get these. Yeah, see, it tells you right here. You go to their website and tell you how to do it. There's no engine oil in it. I don't know where the dipstick is on this one. On this one, it's right here. Looks like I'm gonna have to change that oil pan. Yep, looks like I gotta change the oil pan. Why can't it ever be just a swap instead of just changing everything about it? Or the factory dipstick, or whatever this came out of. I wonder where that dipstick is. Huh. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I'll swap some parts over and get back to you guys. So there it is, it's sitting in there. I got the bow housing bolts on there, the crank pulley, the motor mount, the axle shaft bracket, the AC pump, and I was getting ready to do the torque converter bolts, and I cannot get the motor to spin. So I didn't try it when I had it out. I didn't try to spin it over or nothing. I just assumed it was good. So now it won't even crank over. I haven't put the starter on it, but if I can't crank it with a wrench on the crank pulley with the 2-foot bar, I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with the motor. So I pull the spark plugs out to, I knew it wouldn't have that much compression on it, but never know. So I pulled the spark plugs out and it still did the same thing. So I don't know. I had to swap the valve cover because I broke this little thing off. The little ear or the nipple, like that. So I had to swap the valve cover, but dang it. Now I hope I don't have to pull the motor back out. I've been here since 9, 10, and this is all as far as I got. Now it's already halfway taken apart. But now I can't figure out why it's not cranking over or spinning over freely. I don't know. I'll hop on their website and see what's going on, see if they have more stuff. I did these steps. They sent the video to my boy on his phone to show how to do the timing and all that. And I did that. That's why I pulled the valve cover off and did the balancer. But whatever, I'm done for tonight. Can't do it, I'm tired. Won't be able to work on it until I don't know when. I'm a busy guy. But thanks for watching. Friday night, got this car back in here again. Got the hood off. Got all the stuff pulled off the motor. I gotta pull the bracket that holds the exhaust manifold, the bracket that holds the axle shaft, move all that out of the way, set the timing. So what you do is get this top dead center when this comes up all the way to the top. Right now it's a little bit low. Get it top dead center, and then these marks back here, they'll line up where I could fit this wrench or whatever flat stock I have around in there, and then put the bolt where I thought the motor was seized, but it's not. It had, where'd it go? Anyway, I had a longer bolt inside the block, on the block, where the crank can't spin, so it won't throw the timing off. So I gotta find that bolt again. I don't know what I did with it. And so it just goes right in here. So you pull that bolt out, put a longer bolt in it so it catches the crank. That way I can pull the dampener off. And then pull the torque converter bolts. I already got all the bell housing bolts out. And lift it with this magical, whatchamacallit, lifter thingy, heavy lifter, winch, crane, whatever you want to call it. Put the chain here and there, pick it up, slide it out, get it sideways, pull the pilot bearing out, put it back in, and hopefully there's a pilot bearing in there, because that's the gap right there, if you guys can see that, like 1/4 inch gap. So fingers crossed, hope it's pilot bushing. But other than that, almost done. There's Mike.
What's up? Dude, look at this brand new motor.
Brand used.
Brand used. How's she going?
I almost got it apart. I just got to pull a couple more brackets and pull the motor out and hope to freaking gosh dang it, wish it was checked it when I had it out, but whatever.
I guess this is how we learn things, I guess.
We learn it every time.
Yeah. You know, I've done it.
Every time. I've done it several times and I still do it to this day.
Yeah, you just assume it's the right thing, right? You always think it's going to be the right part, and then
I was all mad and frustrated because I had to swap the oil pan out, do all that other stuff, the oil pump, the oil pickup tube,
yeah,
all that should just bolt right in, but it's not.
But
I should have been done 3 weeks ago.
It's all right. It'll be awesome when it's done.
So Mike's going wheeling out there.
Yeah. I'll
somewhere.
try and get some footage before it gets dark. It might be dark soonish.
Yeah, it's a good thing he's got one skull headlight, not two.
That's right. Yeah. No need to finish the project you started.
Yeah.
Just abandon all responsibility and go off-roading.
Off-roading.
Yep.
I'm about to do that, but I've been doing that, and I got to get this car done. It's got to get out of the yard so I can bring more stuff in.
Get out of here! Go on, get!
Go on, get!
Right on.
So, yeah, if I get this car out of the yard, I can bring another one in, right?
That's how it works, right?
That's how it usually works, I thought. I don't know.
I approve this message. Look, I'm even going to bring tools. That way I won't need them.
Oh, wow. Prepared. Okay, got the motor out. There's no pilot bearing. So I went through, cleaned it up with a wire wheel or a wire brush, whatever you want to call this thing. Get the rust out of it. I'm gonna put some anti-seize on it. So what the problem was is this thing was not seated all the way into the front pump. So I hope I didn't ruin the transmission. I thought I got it back in there, but it was just a half, like 1/4 inch, half inch. I got it to go in more. I could tell by setting the light up like that, and the shadow right there, if you guys can see that, the shadow. So I was just spinning it and trying to pop it in. It went in just a little bit and then spun it again and just lightly tap it with the dead blow, lightly, and then it went in the rest of the way. So I hope I didn't ruin that transmission. This all went together perfect. So that's all it was that torque converter wasn't seated all the way into the transmission. Let me try this again. Put it back together. Put the housing bolts in. And see if that is my problem. Took me about 2 hours to pull the motor out from when I originally started on it. What a pain in the butt. But now I have it out, I could get my sander and sand this down, get the paint off of it. But I couldn't find the other screw. This is what I was talking about, this screw here. It catches the torque or the crankshaft and it stops it from spinning. See? And you're at top dead center. And my cams are locked in right there, if you can tell. Those two little lines, one here, one there, one there, one there. I had this wrench in there. See? Boom, bada bang. Just like that. And if that wrench don't fit in there, you got problems. Your timing will be off. But anyway, I'm gonna put this back in. I'm gonna get the bow housing bolted all up first before I start bolting other stuff onto it. And then put my dampener back on. So it's at top dead center. There's a process on that one too. So the dampener goes on. There is a hole in the dampener. You see that hole right there? So you run a bolt through that hole. This guy right here. Run that bolt through the hole, through that dampener, and into the timing cover. Just like that. And that holds it, tells it's top dead center, you're ready to go. And then tighten down your dampener. So that's how you do timing on one of these, I guess. So yeah, let me put it back together and we'll see how far I get tonight. You thought you were done? No. So anyway, I went to go test the crank sensor on it. These two right here that hold the crank sensor, so it knows when it's cranking. They're different. This one and these two, they're different. So I'm glad I caught that before I put the motor back in. I was like, oh, I better put that bracket on, the crank sensor bracket, which is down there somewhere. And it was the wrong one, or not the wrong one, but the timing cover was wrong. So now I'm guessing this is just all RTV that goes in here. So I gotta put this timing cover back on so it has the right crank sensor. What a pain in the ass. There it is. Got it running. The boy came in today and been working on it since 12 o'clock. Sounds really good. No more knock. So all we gotta do is put the hood on and the heat shield. It's right there. Just gotta put it back over this so it doesn't melt any of these wires. And there's one wire down there, the crank sensor wire. I don't want it to get wrapped up in the axle shaft, so I gotta crawl under there and take a look at it. But there it is. All done. One car out of the yard. So
time to go blow it up again.
All right, new day, Sunday. Just got back from Grand Junction, Colorado. But anyway, here's the car. I put it back together as much as I can. Got the intake on it. Still got to tighten the exhaust manifold bolts. Put coils on it, intake or injectors, air box, battery box, computer. Put oil in it, oil filter, and transmission oil. And she'll be ready to fire up. So I'm gonna leave it here so my boy can experience some of this work. I did all the hard stuff, so now it's just all accessories, and he should be able to figure that out. It's pretty easy, simple. That way he can say he put the car together. Anyway, I can't do all of the work for him. He's got to do some of it. So all he's got to do is injectors, fuel lines, and one more harness right back here. And one more harness, this one for the injectors. So that harness goes on that and it plugs in, all plug and play. Air box, computer, battery box, battery tray. I'll have him do all of that, and it should be pretty simple for him. It shouldn't be that hard. If he can't figure it out, he can come and ask me for help. And yeah, I ordered a sensor, crank sensor for it, because I broke this one and I was pulling it out. So ordered one of those. It'll be here on Tuesday. Today's Sunday, and he can come by whenever he wants and work on it. So yeah, I'm gonna push it out and be done with it. Anyway, I'm sure I'll get a video of him driving off on the highway when he gets it done, but for now it's done.
Got it running.
I ain't gonna touch it anymore. He can figure out the rest, and I'll be here to help him. So yeah, here we go. Well, I'm done for tonight. Mike's working on his camper. He's got the Blazer. Got an awesome stovepipe. One day he'll put it in and put it to use, and
heck yeah,
I think it's gonna be awesome.
But yeah, check it out. I got a framework now for my flooring, and so pretty soon here I'm gonna have a floor, something to actually stand on.
Yeah.
Which seems a lot nicer than what it's been like.
Yeah.
And then so many other things to do.
I wonder if we can call them guys that spray foam and spray foam in here. I seen Paul's last video, or not last video, a couple videos ago.
Yeah.
He sprayed foam the inside of his Wagoneer.
Oh, no way?
So he stripped it all just like this, stripped it all down, and then sprayed spray foam in it.
No way.
He called the guys, his buddies or whatever it was.
Yeah.
They do spray foam.
Okay.
I wonder if that'd be an option for you.
That seems like it'd be the...
That way it's airtight.
Right. It'd be all insulated.
All
and
insulated.
Nice. Dude.
It'd be nice.
It'd be real nice.
Yeah, so that's what's going on.
Heck yeah. Yeah, we're getting there. It's coming.
He's got a bed.
Got a bed.
You can sleep in it.
Not quite. Well, I mean, you could, but...
It'd be cold.
Be a little vented.
But it'd be okay because he's got a stove.
Yeah, you'd be warm.
Be warmer. Anyway, it's coming along. Almost done.
Not really.
3 more years.
Yeah, and about, you know, maybe by Thanksgiving next year.
It don't matter what year.
Right.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
One of those years.
Whenever, one of these years.
Yeah.
That's it.
But anyway, thing is looking good, Mike.
Thanks.
Came out good, and I am going home.
I
Peace
am
out. Good night,
not
everybody.
far behind you.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night.